Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Oops. I'm good, thank you.
Good to meet you. How's your Monday so far?
Very good. How about yours?
Yeah, been good. Obviously, getting back into the swing of things a little bit. I feel like
hmm
this week's gonna be funky still with holiday stuff, but yeah, all good.
Thank you.
Where are you based?
New York City. How about you?
Nice. I'm in Tampa, Florida. I've
Great.
been I'm pretty sure you guys have physical locations as well as the whole like e-commerce side of things, correct?
We do. That's right.
Nice. Okay, cool. I've been to one or two of the locations before
Okay.
in the city, but
Oh,
yeah.
great.
Sweet. Well, yeah, I mean happy to kind of go ahead and dive right in. I have the site
Yes,
up.
please.
I have what I thought would be the ad library up, but it appears on Facebook, at least from the account currently, that there aren't any ads live. Do you
hmm
guys have the Facebook ads live right now?
No, no, we stopped for the holiday.
Gotcha. Okay.
hmm
And when you guys do have campaigns live on Facebook,
hmm
what is the standard approach there
Sorry, the standard approach for what? I apologize.
for the Facebook ads?
Oh, the policy, the purpose of them, like what I'm trying to do. Right now, they're really almost all for the stores. Um, They're not for e-commerce really. The only e-commerce we do like a little bit of subscriptions. We do have a national shipping business,
Yep.
um, which does pretty well actually.
Okay.
Um, but for background to understand is like I divided the company into two pieces, and so I have a 30,000 square foot logistics facility, food production logistics nearby.
Okay.
And like we do a lot of work for Goldbelly, for example. Like where we do, like today, we're going to do 250 orders for Goldbelly. Um, the and so um, uh, for example, um, what I um, like so we do the Martha Stewart line and the Guy Fieri line
Hmm.
for them. And so we're doing 250 orders today of soup. Like they have a soup line called Hugs and Mugs, Guy
Hmm.
Fieri nachos, and Martha Stewart baked goods. We make it, pack it, ship it. So we do have that. We're very good in those areas.
Yep.
We have like some of these do-it-yourself kits that replicate all our smoothies, kind of like a daily harvest, but we really never got the word out. They're
Okay.
used like in B2B more often. Like for example, LaGuardia Airport, JFK. They have a store with our name on it, and then they just use all the kits, and they work
Okay.
incredibly well. They're a good value, uh, great taste. So one of the things I was interested in was really trying to push those because I could do them at
Sure.
a good price.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I like that. And previously with static ads and things that you guys have had live on Facebook, have you pushed that or not really?
No, no,
Okay.
we haven't really pushed anything.
Okay.
Mhm.
And when you say Google's taking bulk of the budget, like I guess why do you feel like that is? Just
I don't
it's
know enough to know. I can just tell you that's been the data for a long time.
okay.
Um, I this that's one of the reasons why I'm thinking about getting rid of my marketing the uh, the agency because
Yeah.
he doesn't. I feel like he's not really on top of. He's young, but I feel like he's sort of static in what works
Mhm.
and what's worked um, is really just Google.
Okay.
Getting search terms and um, you know maybe Facebook we're not doing because maybe it's because we're not doing anything entertaining. Like I think maybe that's a possibility. Um, and I'd like to get back to being more not getting into. I recognize the trend. I also recognize I'm not going to be. I think I have a creative mind, but I'm not
Yeah.
at a point in my life where I think I'm going to be the face of like what the generations are looking for.
Sure.
So I humbly say, let me try to find somebody who's better at it than me.
Yeah, definitely. That all makes good sense. And
Mm-hmm.
right now, outside of that agency
Mm-hmm.
guy,
Mm-hmm.
who would be responsible for the actual
I,
like placement of the Facebook ads and things?
well, I have two people who would be capable of
Cool.
doing it, but yeah. So to the extent that it was not that you guys don't do that as part of what you do, yeah, it's no problem.
Okay. Yeah, we do it with
Mm-hmm.
about 5 to 10% of our clients, but we're pretty specific
Mm-hmm.
on the industries that we would do that within.
Mm-hmm.
For something like we're talking about right now, I would be
Mm-hmm.
most excited about just cracking better content for you guys
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
attacking the trends, but also just hitting it hard with not only what's trending, but also
Mm-hmm.
just nailing really killer like direct response copy that's gonna, take a specific buyer and get them to say, oh, you know what, like I've got to get into one of their stores or I've got to do XYZ like
Mm-hmm.
now versus just like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, this was a cute, attractive video that like I like, but doesn't
Mm-hmm.
actually spark anyone to do anything with it. Does that make sense?
It does. Mm-hmm.
Cool. But yeah, I mean, if you're cool with it, I would probably recommend you have one of those two individuals actually
Yeah,
take the
no problem.
content
Yeah, sure.
and kind of take it from there.
That's not a
Um,
problem.
so I guess in terms of offers, the primary focus would be what for like if you were to attack Facebook like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
ASAP, what would that
Mm-hmm.
offer be?
If I was going to do it ASAP, I would like to ask you a question of two choices in your opinion. One is I do have a rapidly growing catering business,
Okay.
and so that's been um, a very fertile area for me because it's like the nice thing about it is the average ticket is like $600,
Yep.
and like what we're doing is we're really providing like a much more interesting catering menu than most others because it's not called juice press. It's like it's much more um, diverse and youthful than like people. Kids, the younger generation really freaks out when they see it in the office.
Hmm.
So it's really, I think there's if we thought it was a good vehicle to get people excited and like look at some setups of how great the catering is. I think that could be, it could motivate people to want to
Hmm.
try us. But we also, because it's B2B, we're kind of special because we have a one-stop shop. So like if you're a secretary and you're making a decision, we our menus allow you to have like everything in one call,
Hmm.
rather than calling multiple vendors. And these days, 40% of all catering in the office has special requirements: gluten free, kosher,
Sure.
halal, and also just people, but to so we can do that, and we have our own customer service, etc. So I feel like I don't know if Facebook is better, like if that's like is that the wrong way to approach it? Because if it's more of a consumer platform and not the office, am I going to get ultimately the buyer are the executive assistants,
Yeah.
or it could be people see it and then tell their bosses or tell the executive assistant, or they are the executive assistant. I don't know if that's too circuitous or not, but I do think it's like it'll be like corporate thirst traps where people show off like why I have that in my office.
Yeah.
And then the kits are obviously very conducive to um, marketing because you can show how easy they are to make, how good they
Right.
taste,
And
price
Kit's
value.
average ticket is what?
It's like um, $60, $70.
Okay. And everything kit related,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you said that those are sold at the airports right now, but everything
They're
kit
not.
related
Yes,
is,
what I was saying was just they are sold in our stores and they're sold online, but we don't
yeah.
list them.
But
But
it's mostly like
where
if
they're used at the airport is we have a juice press store that we license out, and
oh,
the workers are used. So you don't even realize it when you buy at Delta Terminal or JFK Terminal 5 at a juice press store. They just it makes it so easy because they don't have to have trained workers. They're able to make the smoothies like seamlessly. That's how easy they are.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
And so everything kit related would mostly be an e-commerce play that we would run with Facebook.
yeah.
Okay. Um, so going back to like your first kind of curiosity around are the EAs on Facebook? The answer is
Hmm.
100% yes,
Hmm.
right? Trying to crack a B2B funnel, I think could be very worthwhile.
Hmm.
I think the $600 ticket value, obviously, I don't know in general your profit around something like that, but you need to
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
what's up?
Very, very positive.
Okay, so you could stomach a little bit of a higher customer acquisition cost on
Correct.
getting a $600 ticket. If
Correct.
that's the case, I would be excited to try to crack something like that.
Yeah, that's what I
Um,
figured. Yeah, yeah.
Not to say, I mean, e-commerce is great and all, and our company originally got our start in the whole D2C land like
Hmm.
seven,
Hmm.
8 years ago.
Hmm.
Everything that we do is oftentimes a little bit more geared towards things like speaking to the EA or the head of the
Hmm.
office,
Hmm.
or I mean, there's a lot of different kind of executive level roles that we would essentially go after with a
Hmm.
lot of other campaigns and things that we've had a lot of success with.
Hmm.
So yeah, that would be my recommendation for a really good place for you to start.
Yeah, I am. Um, I agree with you. My viewpoint is like I don't. I believe in your expertise, and I don't think that I should be pushing on a string, so to speak. So I definitely understand the value of the value of a higher ticket
Yeah,
and
of course.
high margins. So because I don't believe in ROAS, right? I believe in cash flow divided by that. After.
Yes. MER.
So
Yeah.
like, look, if we get return, if we get repeat customers, then it makes enormous returns.
Of
What I
course.
what I've seen on the search terms in Google is that catering was undiscovered as an advertising search word. It's gone up recently. Um, there are a number of New York City is a huge market for catering,
Yeah.
and but what I've seen, it's not like crazy, and also nobody's doing anything TikToky about it. They're all the catering is very stagnant. It's just like brands you
It's
kind of
going to be a
know
static
that are
image
doing.
of what the display looks like, and that's
Yeah,
that.
or it's even a search word and that's it or
But to
whatever.
your
Yeah,
point, this is a very like turnkey solution that has all these other
exactly.
value
Yeah,
props that could be
yeah.
very
We
nicely
actually we actually
communicated.
call it we call it best brand. We have the rights to the name best brands catering. The website's going live very soon. Right now the menu's on Juice Press, but we have like I'll send you a deck. We have like 15 partners that I signed on, and basically what I'm doing is like a licensing agreement, like
Okay.
where I'm just like a licensing company where I license their brand and get their catering rights, and then from there um, I'm making everything so I can. So the good news for them is like they have to do nothing and they get like 15% of my sales from
Yeah.
whatever they sell, and
Nice.
I'm by advertising as a platform. I'll rather than like in other words, think like I don't know if you've ever seen Wonder. Wonder is big in New York. You can look that up. Or Easy Cater. I don't know if you've seen that, but those are the two comparables.
Okay.
But what's different? Wonder's like immediately delivering to your house, and they license all these chefs, and they basically have a ghost kitchen and just like make all these famous chefs in Tampa. So all of a sudden, these restaurants, even though Tampa's a good food
Nice.
scene, whatever. For us, like if like there's a famous restaurant La Esquina, they have four Mexican restaurants, so like we have the rights to sell La Esquina catering. So
Nice.
and we make all the food for them. So therefore, on your like at that office, you know, like if half the people want Mexican and half the people
Sure.
want juice press, we deliver it in one delivery, and the person orders it all together. We're making all of it. So my
Smart.
point is like the excitement is that you look and like, wow, there's like I can't believe, this for catering, I can choose from any of these these great brands,
Yeah.
and that's where I'm trying to get like double leverage or whatever, telling people like, look, you're not going to advert. It's true. Like none of these restaurants are going to advertise their catering other than on their website.
Sure.
They're not going to pay money just for, it's too much of a shot in the dark. But
Yeah.
if I'm saying, look at all, we represent all, like this is all in the same platform. It's a little bit Goldbelly-ish actually, but kind of
Hmm.
for catering. Like if you look at, I'm sure you've been on a Goldbelly website before or
Yeah.
no? Yeah. So it's kind of like that, but like
Yeah.
more a little simpler because it's only like these particular 12 to 15 brands.
Super cool. Yeah,
Thanks.
I like it. I mean, I think there's, there's value in having a lot of different like options to choose from and like leaning into all the turnkey stuff. But I also think it would be equally exciting for you guys to like push Juice Press hard as like
Hmm.
just being the initial catering option. And
Yeah.
then potentially as they get further into it, oh, well,
Uh,
you want to
yes.
also offer Mexican food or whatever other cuisines. Like it's
That would be great. To your point, and I'm very comfortable with that. We last year, Juice Press did about 400 catering events under our brand name,
nice.
and so and what happens is more like because we do use those other products on the menu.
Hmm.
So then what does happen is people when they get on there to do Juice Press, they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize they also have meat or whatever. So
Sure.
that's how we've been doing it, but um, like I understand we do have a very good name in New York. It's known for quality. It is limiting in the sense of like, of course, when you call Juice Press Catering, um, like you're going to get a certain blink. The blink is going to be, oh, this is going to be for my healthy this is going to be for my healthy choice. And so I think that's the only thing I would point out that that's going to be um, that that's what you're going to be up against in terms of the um, you know sorry, my daughter's calling me from Japan. Just give me 1 second. I'll tell her I'll call her back in 5 minutes.
You're fine.
She's very persistent. I'm surprised. She's 19. She's
I need you
very
now.
independent. I'm surprised. I'm glad she loves her dad so much.
Hopefully everything's
Um,
okay.
yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
that's just
So
when there's an
I can tell
emergency.
she's writing me right now. That she's with my ex and her brother. So it's okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Um, 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 okay. Yeah. So we're on the same page. Just want to make sure we know from the alignment. It's a good place to start. I like what you're saying.
Well,
I
and it
think,
sounds to me
but
like
I
you
think
coming up with the site and stuff for this whole new catering. What'd you say the
anyhow,
domain
yeah, yeah, yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah. Okay. You know what? The domain is called Best Brands Catering. Um, I apologize. She says she does need to talk to me now. Can I call you on your landline afterward? I mean, on your cell phone and just finish
Yeah,
up?
that's fine. I have a hard
Okay.
stop in 9 minutes,
Okay. So
so
let me call, okay. So could we just? I'm very interested,
yeah,
but I don't want.
yeah. Do you,
So yeah,
jump on with her. You and I can
yeah.
text, and if we need to jump on like in an
Yeah,
hour or so
but
from
I'm super.
now,
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let
okay.
me take this right now. Take care. Bye
Bye.
bye.